You've made it this far because I have been guiding your every step. This isn't by accident, luck, or coincidence. This is the very moment I have prepared for you, a moment planned before the world even began. I have set this time, sealed this message, and opened this spiritual door to speak directly to your heart. I know the struggles you face, the silent tears you've cried, and the sleepless nights filled with worry. I've seen you count every penny trying to make ends meet while feeling the weight of so many needs. I know the times you felt unheard, and that is exactly why I am here now. Today, I am declaring an economic miracle over your life. This isn't a vague promise, but a real, tangible blessing that has already been sent from heaven with your name on it. It's been written in the eternal books, and it is now drawing closer to you. I didn't just watch your pain. I turned it into seeds that are now growing into abundance. Every tear, every prayer has been gathered, and now the harvest is coming. As you hear these words, the atmosphere around you is already shifting. You can feel deep inside that something is happening. This is not just an emotional moment. It's my spirit confirming that this message is real and powerful. This is not just about money, but about a whole new season. A season of peace, trust, and rest where lack will no longer define you. You will no longer live merely to survive, but as an heir to my promises. I didn't create you to walk in shame, but to reflect my glory and abundance. Today marks the end of your struggle and the beginning of multiplication. Understand that nothing about this moment is ordinary. Every word spoken to you is a command, and every phrase is a spiritual key to unlock your breakthrough. Do not overlook this moment. Do not treat it like any other video. This is a sacred promise between heaven and your life. I am here drawing near to you to tell you that I have sent an economic miracle. I have already set in motion the angels who will bring your provision. I have touched the hearts of people who will become instruments of favor in your life. I have already changed situations that will open doors you couldn't open on your own. But now I am asking for your faith. I need to see your response right now. So in the comments with all your heart write, I receive what heaven has already decreed for me. This isn't just a comment. It is a powerful act of faith. When you write, heaven records it. When you speak, the angels move. By taking this step, you show that you believe. And I will respond to the faith that is shown in your actions. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear stop you. Declare with confidence, and you will see how powerful it truly is. I want you to experience a transformation not only in your surroundings, but also in your heart. As you write, feel how the weight of lack lifts, how anxiety releases, and how hope begins to grow. This moment is chosen for you. By setting this meeting, I am making it clear. You haven't come too late. You haven't missed your chance. And you haven't been forgotten. The time you thought was lost was only preparing you for this day. And this day will be marked as the turning point in your life. From now on, everything will change. Take a deep breath and receive the certainty in your heart that the economic miracle you've been waiting for is already on its way. This is not about waiting years. And it's not about struggling alone. This is the exact moment, the appointed time, the season that has been decreed. As you read and respond, heaven is already moving and nothing can stop what I have already planned. So respond now and mark this moment with your faith. I am the Lord who brings his promises to pass. When you speak with confidence, you seal what heaven has already released. Do not hold back or do not doubt. Declare boldly and watch as the supernatural unfolds in your life. Do not close this video. I have prepared this word for you, and every moment of it is part of an uninterrupted plan. If you are here, it is because I have chosen this moment to align your life with my purpose. There are things that can only be revealed when you choose to stay. That is why I say with certainty, stay until the end, because the revelation that will change your life will come at the perfect time. If you give up halfway, you will miss the key that opens the door you've been waiting for. Many begin listening, but few stay to the end. Many receive the promise, but don't stand firm until the end. That is why I urge you not to disconnect. With each word, I am building something new in your spirit, breaking old chains and preparing the ground for the miracle I've already sent. Stopping now is like leaving the harvest in the field after planting. You've waited too long to turn back. I know you're in a hurry. I know the anxiety you feel, but I want you to understand that everything I do has a time, a perfect rhythm. I don't work with delays or mistakes. I act at the exact moment, and that moment is now. With every second you remain, the angels are released. The pieces start moving, and the right people begin to align. What once seemed closed begins to open, and what seems stuck starts moving. I want you to understand that it's not just about hearing these words. It's about staying connected. Staying connected is a test of your faith. Staying connected shows that you believe something special is prepared for you. This is a real-time promise. While you listen, I work. While you receive, I release. The more connected you stay, the closer the manifestation of your miracle will be. In the next few moments, I will reveal a key that will change your financial life. A key that the world cannot give because it is not from men, it is mine. But I can only give it to those who endure until the end. So I urge you again, do not close this video. Do not let distractions take away what heaven is already delivering to you. The enemy will always try to interrupt when something great is about to happen, but I have already won for you. I just need you to stay until the end. It's no accident that you're here. You could have ignored this. You could have passed it by. But you chose to stay. And that decision is the key that opens the doors. Your decision to stay is a clear sign to me that you are ready to receive. What I am about to release is far greater than anything you've imagined, greater than your expectations, calculations, or understanding. I am the God who surprises, the God who multiplies, and the God who changes lives in an instant. You can't yet imagine how close it is. What once seemed far away is now within your grasp. I have already sent it. It is already in motion. In the next few moments, I will open your eyes to see what you couldn't see before, to understand what was once beyond you, and to receive what you could never have achieved on your own. This is the moment where waiting turns into fulfillment. So I say to you, stay. Do not let doubt, exhaustion, or distractions pull you away. The revelation I bring is like a seed full of life. It must be fully planned in for it to bear fruit. If you only take part of it, you will only see part of the harvest. But if you stay until the end, you will experience an abundant harvest. I have prepared this moment for you. This is not by chance, and this is not just another fragment of time. It is a decree, a seal, a living promise being fulfilled right now. When I say I have already sent an economic miracle, I mean it is already written, authorized, and released into your life. But I need you to stay with me until the end to receive the full instructions on how to live it out. So mark this moment with your faith. Share this word now, because by sharing, you become a channel of blessing for someone else, and what you give will return to you multiplied. Don't keep what came from heaven for yourself. Be an instrument for others to receive it too. As you spread this word, you will see how my favor multiplies in your own life. I am the Lord who speaks and fulfills, who decrees and establishes. A word that comes from my mouth returns empty. Every declaration you hear carries the power to create, transform, and open what was once closed. I don't speak just to fill the silence. I speak because today I have decided to change your story. When I speak, heaven moves. The angels are sent to carry out my will, and nothing can stop what I have already commanded. So receive this truth in your heart. The economic miracle for you has already been declared. It's not a vague promise or a comforting speech. It's a decree already signed before my throne. Your name is written on this eternal document. Your need has been recorded, and your response has already been released. No human power, no earthly system, no spiritual barrier can stop what I have sent. What once was lack will become abundance. What once was shame will turn into testimony. What once was a burden will now be your victory. As you listen, something invisible is already at work. Resources that seemed impossible to access are aligning. Ideas that were blocked are now coming forth. People you never expected are being moved to favor you. Situations that once resisted are now yielding to my command. When I say enough, the struggle is over. When I declare change, everything must obey. Do not let doubt distract you. Do not think that this word is just another message. I do not send random words. I send specific decrees meant for you. This word is personal. It is for you. And from the moment you opened this video, a seal was placed on your life. Every second you spend here strengthens this covenant between us. You are not here for entertainment. You are at an altar where I am confirming my promise to you. I know how many times you thought there was no way forward. I know how many times you felt like change would never come. But now I tell you, the cycle of scarcity has come to an end. I close it myself, and I am leading you into a new season. A season of abundance, open doors, and visible victory. You will not be remembered for your deaths, but for how you overcame. You will not be defined by the struggle, but by the victory that I have brought into your life. I want you to realize that this is not just the start of an improvement, but the beginning of a whole new phase in your life. This is not a temporary fix, but a permanent change. You are being spiritually moved to a level of provision that does not depend on salaries, connections, or human efforts. You will be sustained by my faithfulness, held up by my hand, and surrounded by my favor. So don't just accept this in silence. Respond with faith. Your visible response is proof that you believe in what is unseen. Subscribe to this channel and like this video as an act of prophecy, because every small action done with faith is a key that speeds up what has already started. Don't treat it as a simple gesture. See it as a sign of trust. Each time you respond to my voice, something shifts in the heavens. Every time you take a stand, the promise gets closer. I love when my children not only listen, but also engage. When they turn their faith into action, showing that they believe in what I have already set in motion. Today, you have the chance to make this moment meaningful with your decision. Do not stay passive. Don't treat this like just another video. Let your response become an altar of faith. Every click you make in faith is a seed that I will cause to grow. I am faithful to multiply every seed sown. Stand up within yourself and take your place as an heir. You are not a remembered. You are not outside my plan. You are a part of it. So claim your promise now. The decree has already been made. The miracle has already been sent. And the answer is already on its way. All that's left is for you to align with faith and remain steadfast until the end.
As you declare your faith through your actions, remember this. I am closer to you than you think. My presence is surrounding you now, confirming each word I have spoken.
Heaven has already acknowledged it, and soon the earth will witness it. This is the beginning of something extraordinary. I know the marks that lack has left in your life. I have seen every moment when you counted your last coins, trying to make them stretch just enough. I have seen you sit there staring at the bills scattered before you, feeling the weight of your heart as you wondered how you would pay them. I have seen the nights when, even though you were exhausted, sleep wouldn't come because thoughts of tomorrow kept you awake. I was there when the worry overwhelmed you, when it seemed like your hard work was not enough. I was there when you reached out in prayer, wondering if anyone was listening. I heard every word, even the silent ones you whispered to yourself. No tear of yours was wasted. Each one was collected by me as a witness to your faith, even when it seemed small and fragile. You have grown used to living with the fear that you might not have enough. You've learned to live as if something was always missing, as if abundance was meant for others, but not for you. You convinced yourself that you would have to keep going on your own, surviving with the little you had, not knowing how much longer you could manage. But I want you to know, I have seen everything, I know everything, and I have never been far. While you cried in silence, I held you close. When the anxiety felt too heavy, I supported you so you wouldn't fall. When you thought you couldn't keep going, it was my hand that gave you strength to get through another day. Even though you didn't feel it, I was right beside you, taking care of you, even when there were no answers in sight. I saw the times you sacrificed things for yourself and for your loved ones. I saw your frustration when you couldn't give them what you wanted to. I saw the shame when you had to explain why you couldn't do more. I saw the pain of comparing yourself to others who seemed to be doing better while you felt stuck. That comparison hurt because it made you feel left behind, forgotten, or incapable. But I want you to understand, it wasn't forgetfulness, it wasn't delay, it was preparation. Scarcity is not who you are. It is not your identity, nor is it your forever. Scarcity was just a temporary situation. A lesson, a time of growth. It is not your end. I did not write your story for it to finish in lack. I did not raise you to survive by counting pennies. I created you to live as my child, to inherit abundance, and to witness my provision. I know that the time of scarcity felt endless. I know you thought about giving up, and there were moments when you felt like the heavens were closed. But I tell you, that season is now over. I am closing this chapter of your life myself. All the tears you shed, the struggles you faced, and the long days of waiting, these are now seeds that will grow into abundance. You will no longer live in fear of not having enough. You will no longer wonder if you will ever achieve anything. You will no longer feel the shame of thinking you can't succeed. I am changing your reality, and this change begins now inside of you. Before I open doors in your life, I am opening the door of your heart so that you know with certainty that I am your provider. Before I change your circumstances, I am changing your mindset so you understand that you will never lack. Listen to my voice. You are not made to live in scarcity. I did not call you to fear tomorrow. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are seen, you are remembered, and you are loved. And because I love you, I declare that the cycle of scarcity ends today. Just as the sun breaks the darkness at dawn, abundance will break through the weight of your waiting. From now on, you must carry this certainty within you. Scarcity is no longer your companion. I am your source. I am your provision. I am the one who is never late and never fails. While you were counting the little you had, I was already preparing the much that was coming your way. While you counted your coins, I was already aligning your treasures. While you feared emptiness, I was already filling you with abundance. Take a deep breath and accept this truth. The time of scarcity is over. The page has turned. This chapter has ended. What once seemed impossible will now bloom into a garden. What once felt like failure will now become a testimony. What once caused you shame will now bring you honor. For I am the Lord who changes the seasons, and today I decree a new season in your life. I am telling you clearly today marks the start of a new chapter. The time of surviving with just enough is over. The time of watching others prosper while you barely hold on is over. And now I declare unexpected abundance over you, divine provision, and economic miracles that defy all logic. This will not just be a temporary relief, but a continuous overflow. It will not just be enough to get by. It will be more than enough, because I am the God who creates abundance where there was nothing before. I am the one who multiplied loaves and fishes in the face of hunger. I am the one who turned the widow's last bit of oil into an endless supply. I am the one who brought water from rocks in the desert and sent manna from heaven to feed my people. And today I declare that the same power that worked in those times is now moving in your life. You will see what little you have in your hands become much in mine. You will see doors that were once closed open without explanation. You will see resources appear from places you never expected, because I have already sent the miracle that bears your name. I know that your mind struggles to understand. I know that your logic tries to tell you that it's impossible. But what I do doesn't depend on your logic. It depends on your faith. It's not about your effort. It's not about your abilities. It's about my power. When you believe, you activate principles that move both heaven and earth. When you choose to trust, even when you can't see the outcome, you give me permission to release what I've already prepared for you. That's why I want you to take a step of faith right now. I want you to show in the visible what you believe in the invisible. I want you to boldly declare without fear or doubt that you receive the abundance I have already set in motion. The number I have chosen as a prophetic sign is 777. This number represents fullness, perfection, and confirmation. It is the symbol of the abundance I am releasing over you. By writing this number, you are declaring that you believe the cycle of scarcity has ended and that a time of plenty has begun. Do not underestimate this act. The enemy will try to make you believe it is just a simple gesture. But before my throne, it is recorded forever. Every time you respond with faith, the angels move quicker. Every time you declare, chains are broken. Every time you obey, the heavens open wider. So right now in the comments 777 as a prophetic sign that you receive and believe in the abundance already at work in your life. View this as a covenant, as a public declaration, and as a seed of faith. By writing, you awaken the spiritual world. By writing, doors are opened. By declaring, the atmosphere around you changes. I do not work passively. I respond to faith that shows itself in action. I am multiplying what seemed small. I am magnifying what appeared insignificant. I am turning the page in your financial life and starting a chapter of honor. You will not be known for your scarcity, but for your abundance. You will not be remembered for your debts, but for your testimonies. You will not be marked by your struggles, but by your victories. Today, I raise you up as a living example that my power does not fail, that my hand will never withdraw, and that my faithfulness will never abandon those who trust in me. From this moment on, declare boldly, and do not be ashamed to show your faith. Many will not understand, but heaven will. Many will doubt, but I will confirm. And when abundance arrives, you will know that this simple act with a key that opened the door. Nothing can stop what I have already released. No delay, no resistance, no opposing force can undo the decree I assign over your life. Today, I give you this mandate. Believe, declare, and respond. Your faith will be a testimony. Your faith will be a record. Your faith will be the bridge that connects you to the miracle that is already on its way. So do not stop. Declare now. This is your day of activation. This is your time of abundance. This is your moment to see the promise come true. I am the God who multiplies, and nothing that you place in my hand stays the same. What may seem small in the eyes of people when given to me turns into abundance. What appears to be insufficient when dedicated to me becomes a never-ending source. I have done this before, and I am doing it again in your life right now. The little you have saved with tears, prayers, and quiet faith is now a seed planted before my throne. And every seed placed in my presence grows and multiplies. I am the one who took 5 loaves and 2 fish and fed thousands. I am the one who filled the widow's jars with oil until there were no more jars left. I am the one who sent manna from heaven enough to meet every need and showed that when my people obeyed, there could be even more. Everything I touch grows. Everything I bless multiplies, and the same power of multiplication is now upon you. I don't just want you to have enough to cover your bills or clear your debts. I want you to live in a flow of abundance that overflows into every area of your life. I want the provision I give to be more than enough for you so that you can become a blessing to others. The multiplication I release today is not just for you alone. It is for everyone connected to you. What I send to you will reach your home, your family, and even people you have not yet met. I bless you so that you can bless others. I multiply in you so that you may multiply in others. Divine connections are already being released. Unexpected people will help open doors for you, and new ideas will come to your mind, unlocking growth. Opportunities that were once hidden will now appear, answering your prayers. These connections, ideas, and doors are not random. They are part of the miracle I have already set in motion. Every detail had been planned by me. Every meeting had been arranged, and every opportunity has been placed in your path. Do not overlook what little you have in your hands. Give it to me. Dedicate it to me, because I turn the little into much. I multiply what is simple and make it great. I breathe life into the seeds, and they turn into fields full of abundance. So it will be in your life. What seems small today will one day become a testimony of great abundance. What is only a beginning now will be remembered as the foundation of a powerful harvest. But understand, multiplication requires action. I want you to actively take part in what I am doing. Do not keep to yourself what I give you. By giving, sharing, and releasing, you join in the flow of multiplication. In my kingdom, nothing that is kept holds growth, but everything that is given multiplies. The more you share, the more I place in your hands. The more you give, the more I will send. This is the eternal law of multiplication that I am activating in your life right now. That's why I say to you, share this message now. By passing it on to others, you become part of the multiplication already set in motion in heaven and in your life. Don't keep this word to yourself. Take it to others as a channel of blessing. Every person who receives it will be touched by the same anointing. And each time you share it, you open the door for me to pour even more into your life. Do not be afraid of losing. No one loses by sharing in my name. On the contrary, they always gain. What you give will multiply. What you give with faith will be returned in abundance. This promise has stood since the beginning of time, and I continue to fulfill it in you now. Sharing this message is a prophetic act, a seed planted in good soil, a declaration that you believe abundance has already arrived. I am the Lord who multiplies. When you hear my voice today, remember this: the time of lack is over. The time of abundance has come. Multiplication will mark your life. But ones in middle will become mud, and what was with mud will revert. This will happen because I have already determined it. I have already signed it, and I have already sent it. I know that sometimes you wonder if I truly sent this miracle, if I will truly keep my promises to you. That's why I have set clear signs to confirm my word. I am a God of details, and I never leave my children without direction. I want you to recognize the changes that are already taking place in your life. The first sign you will notice is peace. Not just any peace, but a supernatural peace that will surround you even when your circumstances haven't yet changed. You will feel calm in the middle of the struggle. You will feel rest where there was once worry. You will feel certain even when the bills don't add up. This peace will not come from logic from your situation or from your own efforts. It will come from me as a mark of my presence. It will be the first confirmation that I am already at work, and the economic miracle has already left heaven and is heading toward your home. The second sign will be an idea, a thought, or an inspiration that you cannot ignore. It won't be like the usual passing thoughts you have, but something that stays in your heart. It will be simple, yet full of purpose. This inspiration will be key. It will give you guidance and strategy, helping to open doors that once seemed closed. My Holy Spirit has been anticipating your presence. Indeed, He has been awaiting this precise moment, recognizing your need to hear these messages now. This is no mere coincidence. The notification you received, the click you made, the voice addressing you, all of it was meticulously woven into the divine blueprint. Now that you're here, I urge you to remain. What you are about to receive is not just a random communication. It is a summons. It serves as a direct reply to your weary soul and a wounded spirit. The miracle you've longed for commences at this very instant. This video holds something your heart has craved ever since that day you found yourself in tears alone, believing no one could grasp your struggles. From that day onwards, you felt invisible, fragile, and adrift. I bore witness to it. I was present. And now, through this screen, this voice in this moment, I reach out directly to your heart. Please like this video. This isn't merely a hollow gesture, it's an act of faith. It's as if saying, Lord, I accept it. I need it. I believe that each like represents a quiet amen, a spiritual affirmation indicating your attentiveness to me. Speak to me. How often have you felt that heaven went mute? Did it seem like no one cared about your suffering? How many nights did you battle simply to wear a semblance of a smile the next day? I observed every single battle. Tears that you kept at bay on the bus, in bathrooms, on sidewalks. You concealed your pain behind a facade of normalcy. But while the world may have turned a blind eye, I was there, attuned to your heart, and tuned in to each unspoken thought. I know you better than you know yourself. I understand your inner struggles. I know what you've lost and the hurts you carry. I am aware of those who have disappointed you. Yet I also recognize the promise that still flickers within you, overshadowed by fear and buried beneath the weight of waiting. You believe time is running out, that it's taking your opportunities with it. But I am the master of time. The hour belongs to me. Nothing destined for you will be forfeited due to delays, locked doors, or misguided paths. What I have prepared will manifest. Just as in 2 Samuel 22:31, my word is described as flawless and reliable. It's a secure path illuminating the dark, a shield for all who place their faith in me. My word is eternal, steadfast, and genuine. When you live by it and trust in it, you will experience direction, safety, and wisdom for your journey. Like I am unwavering and reliable, so too is my word, and you can depend on it at all times. It forms a sturdy base for your faith and guidance for your life. Type 11 and 11 if you affirm your belief in God's word. At this moment, I ask you to rekindle your belief just as you once did. I need you to reopen your heart, even if it's fragile. For in your trust, I restore what the world aimed to destroy. I breathe vitality into your exhaustion. The enemy attempted to shroud you in silence, to extinguish your hope like snuffing out a candle. Yet the flame I ignited within you cannot be extinguished by pain, time, or people. Your presence here is not random. You have been called, selected, and set apart. I am addressing you, not a crowd. I am speaking directly to you, the one who believed they had lost the strength to have faith. You who presents a smile, yet feels broken inside. You who has waited so extensively that the wait feels aimless now. What you are waiting for is me. And now I am here. Child, you who appear cheerful outwardly, yet harbor silent cries within. You who seem robust because the world expects it. Yet deep down, you yearn for a hug, a sign, a word. I am that word. I am that sign. Society may insist that you should always be okay, but I do not place that burden on you. I see you on your good days and on your difficult ones. When no one else is willing to lend an ear, I am here. When everyone else turns their back, I draw nearer. Perhaps you think you've fallen short or squandered too much time on pursuits that no longer make sense. However, do you realize what I see when I look at you? A person who remains on their feet. And that alone is more precious to me than any medal, status, or titles. The fact that you are still here brings me joy. Do not gauge your worth based on what hasn't panned out. Avoid comparing yourself to those who seem further along in their journey. Each of my children has their own timeline. Each promise reveals itself in its appropriate season. In due time, what is meant for you will find its way to you. You are not forgotten. You are in preparation. There are blessings I needed to withhold from you because you weren't ready to receive them. Had I bestowed them upon you prematurely, they might have brought you pain. What should have felt like a blessing could have turned into a burden. Yet now something is altering. My spirit is once again revitalizing your life. You can sense it even if you cannot articulate it. It manifests as warmth in your chest, an inexplicable urge to weep, an instinct deep within that something extraordinary is approaching. It represents renewal, a fresh start. You are not too insignificant for what I aim to achieve in your life. You are not too old. You are not late. I am the God who calls those deemed unworthy. I am the Father who empowers the feeble to confound the mighty. Have you ever paused to consider the countless occasions I safeguarded you without your awareness, that traffic jam you dismissed as mere misfortune? It was me keeping you from danger. That phone call that didn't occur, the message that never arrived. Those were my protective measures against what seemed to be a blessing, but was in reality a snare. Everything I do is motivated by love, even in moments of discomfort, even when life doesn't make sense. You persist in asking for answers, but today I offer you something beyond mere answers. I give you my presence. I am right here speaking to you, reaching into the depths of your heart that have lain dormant for years. Lift your gaze. Wipe your tears. Not because I disregard your suffering, but because I am already addressing it. While you pray, I am at work. While you trust in me, I enact change on your behalf. Nothing has been overlooked. Nothing has been squandered. Like a tree planted near flowing waters, when you anchor yourself in my word, you discover the spiritual resilience and insight you've been seeking. Those rivers signify the endless source of my truth, love, and wisdom. When you immerse yourself in my word, you absorb the life and grace it bestows. Like a tree that produces fruit in due season, so too does my word bring abundance into your life. You may find it manifests as love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. By meditating on my word and living according to it, these fruits will flourish abundantly. Just as a leaf remains vibrant, my word is unwavering and reliable. It is rooted in eternity and stays steadfast despite any storms that may attempt to disrupt you. If you place your trust in my word, you will be equipped to confront challenges and difficult times with the assurance that I am by your side, protecting and sustaining your life. Indeed, I hold faith. If your trust lies completely in God, that pain that broke you, that sorrow that few understood, that bond that disintegrated, all of it serves a greater purpose. I am in the process of reconstructing your life piece by piece, promise by promise. I do not leave a life abandoned in shambles. I renew and restore. You may feel as though time has slipped away, yet what I will accomplish in your life will replenish those lost years. I will grant you profound, genuine experiences that will affirm that the waiting was worthwhile. The tears you shed will prove meaningful. Do not despair now. You are closer to your destination than you realize. Just take a single step forward, no matter how hesitant, tiny, or fearful it may seem. For with each step toward me, I move toward you. A table is being set for you, one that no one can take from you. And when you take your place at it, clarity will dawn upon you that every trial you faced was part of a larger journey. You believed it was punishment. It was in fact protection. You thought you were forsaken. It was deliverance. You thought it signaled an end. It was instead the start of something new. I share a promise with you. Unlike human beings, I fulfill my commitments. I remain unchanged by the passage of time. My love does not hinge on your actions, right or wrong. I simply love you. You may have faltered many times. You may have strayed. You may have raised your voice at me, yet my love persists. Strong, loyal, unyielding. I am not a God who condemns. I am a God of grace. I gather the shattered pieces and create something exquisite from them. I craft remarkable narratives filled with chapters you wish could be rewritten. You feel as if you've spoiled everything, but you're merely in the midst of the story. The most breathtaking sections are yet to come. Take a deep breath now. Release that burden. Allow me to manage it. Let me cleanse your heart. Allow me to chart your next steps. What is meant for you has not been lost. It remains earmarked, preserved for the right moment according to my design as part of my flawless plan. And when it arrives, you'll recognize it as my doing. You will recall this video, these words, this instant. Now close your eyes for a moment. It doesn't matter where you are. Just shut them. Feel it. Experience my love in this very moment. It's not distant. It's right beside you, enveloping you, reaching out and occupying that void that no one else could fill. You will not depart unchanged. Something has been stirred. A transformation has occurred. Faith is returning. Hope is igniting anew. My whispers resonate within you like a gentle breeze declaring that it's not over. I am right here. You are unaware of the tremendous plans I have for your life. Something significant is unfolding behind the scenes. Things your eyes have yet to perceive, but that your spirit senses already. That sense of unease you've experienced in recent days. That intuition that something is imminent, though you can't identify what it is. That is my spirit engaging with you, signaling that the moment is at hand. It's time to elevate your gaze once more. It's time to dream again. It's time to align your heart with my purpose. The moment of promise approaches. The waiting has molded you. The silence has instructed you. The pain has equipped you, for now it's time to flourish after enduring countless winters. Do you believe you are too aged, too weary, lacking the vigor you once had? Allow me to share a secret with you. I specialize in surprising new beginnings. I called upon Abraham when he thought his journey had ended. I reawakened Moses when he had resigned himself to obscurity. You are precisely where you are meant to be. Not too late. Not too early. I positioned you here because what is on the horizon necessitates your heart to be sensitive, humble, and ready to follow. Nothing that has transpired has been in vain. Not the time you deem as lost. Not the errors made. Not the hidden sorrows. Every fragment of your tale holds meaning in the grand design of what is to come. Your voice will still resonate. Your story will influence lives. There are individuals who will find liberation just by hearing your experiences. You are not merely a victim of suffering. You are a conduit, a bridge, an instrument. What now appears as chaos will soon transform into clarity. This anxiety that has burdened you, this fear that has restrained you, I am drawing it all out of you right now. My spirit is actively working within you. It's addressing wounds long neglected, opening compartments locked away due to past pain. I am lifting the weight and replacing it with lightness. You were not created to walk with your head down. You were designed to move forward with dignity, head held high, a pure spirit, and a rejuvenated essence. It holds no significance who judged you, who discarded you, or who insisted you'd never amount to anything. I possess the final authority, and my declaration over your life is that you will triumph. You will emerge from this experience stronger. When you reflect, you'll recognize that each valley served a purpose. And even now, as you hear my voice, chains are being shattered. Invisible bonds are being released. Emotional barriers are being torn down. You thought you could never trust again. But I am renewing your capacity to love, to forgive, to believe. You suffered at the hands of those meant to protect you. You were betrayed by those who professed love. Yet that does not define your identity. You are not defined by what was done to you. You are defined by what I say you are. And to me, you hold great value. You are cherished. You are cared for. If you only realized the numerous occasions I safeguarded you from traps, how many doors I've shut that would have devastated you, you would no longer find reason to complain. Each day you would worship me with gratitude. There is so much more ahead. Many things you thought were lost that I've safeguarded. Yes, I concealed them until the time was right. But now I am beginning to unveil them. You will witness doors that have been shut for years flinging open as though they were never locked. People who once overlooked you will reach out. What was once scarce, I will multiply. Not because you have earned it, but because of my goodness and faithfulness. Yet understand this. I do not bless you merely for your happiness. I bless you so that through you others can witness my glory. Hence, when everything begins to manifest, do not forget who elevated you. Do not let pride dismantle what humility has constructed. I will raise you high, but I am first teaching you to submit under my authority. That is where true strength resides. This message has profound significance. It offers more than mere motivation. It activates. Today, something within you has awakened. A dormant force. Faith, the same faith that once moved mountains. The faith that stood firm against overwhelming odds. That continued to rise even after falls. It has returned. It is alive. It is prepared to accomplish the impossible. So now I say unto you, brace yourself. In the days ahead, you will witness the extraordinary. That which you dared not even wish for will begin to emerge. Yet it will not be accompanied by noise or fanfare. It will occur through my gentle approach. With love. With precision. With intention. You will awaken transformed. Your speech will change. Your perception of the world will become anew. Because my spirit is altering your viewpoint. What once intimidated you will now stimulate creativity. What formerly posed a block will now yield a testimony. What previously signaled an end will instead represent a new start. You will find joy again. You will trust anew. You are on the verge of experiencing the finest season of your life. For when I restore completely. I leave nothing to waste. I initiate a fresh beginning. And that moment has already commenced. Right now, within you. The transformation is underway, even if currently hidden from view. The new is already in motion like roots growing in silence underground. Invisible, but alive. You may observe the same struggles, the same obstacles, the same faces. Yet something has shifted. You have evolved. What used to bring you down no longer holds the same influence. What used to restrain you now propels you onward. Because my spirit lives within you. And where my spirit resides, fear cannot speak. You are not as feeble as you believe. You possess strength. You have endured storms that would have overwhelmed others. You stood firm when everything around you urged you to falter. You clung to faith as someone clings to driftwood in the vast ocean. That move touched my heart. Do you understand why? Because I cherish genuine hearts. I treasure those who seek me even while their pain is present, even when answers are elusive. Those who pray through their heartbreak. Those who honor me amid their suffering. You have done so. And now I am responding. I have never overlooked your tears. I have never ignored your entreaties. When the world abandoned you, I became your refuge. When you felt unnoticed, I called your name aloud in the heavens. There are precious things you thought were irretrievably lost, but I have merely kept them secure. In a realm where time cannot erode their worth and the winds cannot sweep them away. And now the moment is opportune. Yes, it is time. Time for restoration. Time for answers. Time for transformation. You have carried your burden for too long. Now it is time to rise and bloom. And it matters not if the season appears unfavorable. I am the one who causes flowers to blossom even in barren places. I convert ashes to beauty, mourning into joy, and suffering into testimony. There are blessings that have been withheld due to your pain. And now that you allow me to heal those wounds, I can release them. I recognize your fears. Fear of dreaming once more. Fear of enduring pain again. Fear of happiness followed by loss. But this time is different. This time I am leading the charge. You will no longer act on impulse. You are being guided. Every direction you take aligns with heavenly intent. The answers you have awaited are en route, no, as if by magic, but as a miracle. Because when I make the decision to advance, no obstacles, no individual, no turmoil can impede my path. You will witness firsthand what seems unbelievable to your ears. You will experience things you believed only happened to others. Yes, it will come to you. It will manifest in your life. It will radiate within you. And those who once saw you with your head lowered, those who ridiculed your journey, will observe with their own eyes the transformation I envision for you. But this is not to elevate you in their eyes. It is to exalt my name through you. They will acknowledge that it wasn't mere chance. It was the work of God. There will be no need for you to justify yourself. Your transformation will communicate its own truth. Your happiness will serve as undeniable evidence of my steadfastness. You have shed countless tears on frigid ground. Now I will restore a smile to your face beneath an open sky. It won't merely concern physical blessings. It will involve a profound peace within your spirit. You will find restful sleep, awaken feeling light, and radiate an inner glow. Because when I heal your inner self, the world outside will recognize it. And you who previously felt insignificant will inspire mighty figures. You who believed yourself without purpose will become a vessel of transformation. The essence is not in your capabilities, but in what I can accomplish through those willing to let me act. You granted me entry. Despite your fears and uncertainties, you opened your heart. And because of your willingness, I entered. Now that I am in your life, my presence will not be transient. I will take up residence. I will hold sway. I will organize the disarray. I will instill order where there was chaos. I will rectify what has been warped. I will illuminate the darkness. Your home will become a haven of serenity. Your mind will be a sanctuary of rest. Your life will stand as a testament to promises kept. What I declare, I will bring to fruition. What I initiate, I will complete. And what is rightfully yours cannot be taken away. So now inhale deeply. Embrace this moment. surrender. From now on, you will no longer tread this path alone. I will accompany you. Even when faced with difficulties, each day will bring divine surprises. There's no need to try and unravel everything. Just have faith. And in moments of doubt, hold on to this memory, this assurance, this tranquility. You have been chosen, distinctly set apart, cherished. Now lift your spirit. Are you aware of who I sent to guard you this week, Miguel Arcángel, my archangel warrior? While you were resting, convinced nothing was shifting, he was engaged in battle. When you felt overwhelmed, declaring you could bear no more, Miguel was silently brandishing his sword, severing ties, dismantling curses directed at you. Unbeknownst to you, the heavens were fighting for your sake. You are not just anyone. You embody a promise. You carry a destiny. This is why your mere presence stirs up turmoil in hell. But fear not. When hell stirs, it signifies that heaven is already at work. Do you know what Miguel is currently doing? He is clearing the way for my glory to reach you. He is unveiling doors where you only saw barriers. He is shattering chains you once thought would never release you. Reflect on how many times you felt utterly alone, thinking no one stood with you. While you believed your prayers were solitary, the heavens echoed with your cries. When you felt drained of strength, Miguel affirmed that he was there, summoned by the Lord's command. You have been safeguarded by angels, often without awareness. That morning, when it all felt like it was crumbling, you still managed to rise and step outside. You presumed it to be just another tough day, but it was divine protection. It was liberation. Miguel was already ahead of you. Do you think your existence doesn't matter? You inspire the movement of celestial armies. I am your father, and a true father does not remain passive when his child is in distress. I shift heaven into motion when you call for me. I command my angels when your heart aches. The burdens you've carried for far too long, the guilt from past misjudgments, from placing trust in the wrong people, from hurtful choices, I am lifting that weight now. You have spent so much time in self-blame that you forgot how to begin anew. Yet today, by my word, I declare that it's time for a fresh start. It is not too late. Time has not been wasted. You have gained wisdom. The clay may have been battered, but the potter remains present, and I am that potter. You are a vessel in my grasp, and a vessel attains strength through trials endured. You've encountered the flames of suffering. Now you will experience the warmth of glory. When I gaze upon you, I do not perceive failure. I see a beautiful narrative in progress, marked with scars but still unfolding. I see a weary warrior, yes, but one who has persevered. You may think you have faced defeats, but Miguel is already reveling in victories yet unseen. You have no idea how fiercely hell has attempted to hinder your journey, how many times they endeavored to break you. Yet I declared boldly in heaven that no one will touch him, no one will touch her. You belong to me, and those who are mine are under divine protection. Allow me to share a truth that will shatter chains within you right now. You owe no one proof of your worth. You need not appear strong perpetually. You are free to show your tears once more. I see each one, and none are overlooked. Each tear matters. You have traversed dark valleys where even your faith felt muted, yet the light sparking within you now is proof that I have always been present. You may have stumbled, but you did not fall entirely because I upheld you. You may have experienced loss, but what is genuine and everlasting remains secure. I have already initiated what will elevate you. Miguel continues to stand guard overseeing your days, your steps, your loved ones, your home. You will not endure shame. You will be esteemed.